Alright, what is up, beautiful people of YouTube? It's your boy Alan Lee back with another video. Today I find myself in Yangping Riverside Park in Taiwan, and in today's video I want to talk about the pros and cons of optimizing for a high-paying job, which is something I've done the majority of my career. I've always optimized to try to get paid as much as possible for the work I do. So I would basically choose a company, and then based off whatever offers I got, I would just choose the highest paid salary one. I mean, obviously I would look at, company brand and my manager, but in terms of the jobs I would apply for specifically, it would really be focused on who's going to pay me the most. Obviously look at job roles or responsibilities as well as my manager, the industry, but always at the top of my list was I want to get paid as much as possible. And doing this throughout my career, I think I've been able to realize the pros and cons of this strategy. I think number one, the most obvious, is it's been able to really accelerate my savings and investment rate. I've been able to build up a very good, comfortable savings and investment account. I have a very comfortable nest egg where I technically don't have to work this year, but I should get back to work because I don't know, maybe it's like a capitalistic thing to just continue to increase that net worth. I feel like is maybe a very American mentality where there's like this always an urge to continue to make more. But optimizing for that has really, it's allowed me to travel for the last 2 or 3 months. It's allowed me to have very cool experiences, travel around the world, eat at nice restaurants, buy nice clothes. It's really like a lifestyle inflation, I'd say. I just basically do a lot of the things I used to do, but I consume more and they're just more expensive and more nice, I guess. So I've been able to taste the finer things in life through making more money, right? And I think that's a big appeal of it, right? Like, it gives you mental security of being financially secure. You can try the finer things in life. You can experience more things, and that's been really awesome. I'm truly blessed, and that's also why I've been so focused on making money, because I want to do these cool things. I want to have these experiences in my life, and I don't want to feel financially stressed about money, because growing up, like, I didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth, right? Like, I wasn't in poverty, but I was like maybe middle class, and when my friends would go on vacation to Europe during the summer, I'd just be at home in the suburbs. So that wasn't like a normal thing for me. Like, I wouldn't just go on vacation to do new countries, right? Those are opportunities that I had growing up, but now I'm able to do that very frequently as an adult, which has been really cool. Provided me a lot of, I guess, market validation and confidence of my skill set. It's kind of shown me that, hey, like, this company is willing to pay you at this rate, right? And it kind of builds that confidence in yourself, like, hey, I think, yeah, my skill sets are actually worth this amount of money because somebody's actually paying me that much in the market. So you begin to build more confidence in your skill set, and it kind of gives you a higher threshold to think about of your skill set when you're in the market and negotiating job opportunities, that you've hit this certain salary range or money range, and you have that confidence to go out and ask for more money than maybe you would ever expect. Like, when I was making $130,000 when I was first out of college, it'd be like, oh my God, that's like so much money. If I ever made that my entire lifetime, I'd be super excited, right? And then as you kind of hit those salary ranges, you begin to like expand your level of how much you think you could charge people for your time and your skills, right? And it kind of comes with that, building that confidence in yourself to ask what you're worth, at least what you've achieved in the past of your market worth, right? I think it's also provided, it kind of touches on the last point, like, it just gives me more sense of confidence in myself, in my daily daily life, personal life, right? The confidence that like I can provide myself for experiences, I can provide for other people, I can provide for my friends, family, myself, comfortably, right? And some of the cons or downsides of when you're optimizing for the highest paid salary, right, is definitely a higher risk of burnout, mental fatigue, right? Because when a company pays you a very large salary, right, most companies expect like a greater return on their salary versus what you give them, right? So like if they're going to pay you like 100K a year, right, they're going to expect at least 50,000, 200,000, or 3x gain on your salary. I don't know what the exact metric is, but you better be providing a great ROI for them to justify your salary, right? And when you get paid a lot, you obviously feel that pressure because hey, they're paying me pretty good money. I want to make sure that I'm able to keep my job, I'm meeting expectations, and I want to provide value to the company more than what they're paying me, right? Because that also leads to job security. Also, I think most people that are trying to work, I guess at least just for me, like you want to like provide that value to the company. It's just I think it's like a human nature thing, like a value for value exchange, right? And that can lead to a lot of mental burnout, or that can lead to burnout because you are usually saddled with more responsibilities, maybe multiple jobs, maybe 1, 2, 3 jobs. With more responsibility, with great responsibility comes great power. I'm probably butchering that, but in essence, right, like they're paying you a lot, they're going to expect more expectations, more responsibilities equals more hours, more mental fatigue, more things you got to continue to think about, kind of have to always be on, right? And that can lead to burnout, right? So that's at least what I've experienced. And then number 2, I'd say con of optimizing for the highest paid salary also comes with like, hey, when a company needs to cut costs and restructure, right, who are they going to look for, right? They're going to look for people that get paid a lot of money. And at least how I felt at my company was, I feel like if I was not going at 100%, 110% and giving it my all every day, then the company wasn't getting their ROI, and they probably felt the same, right? Like, you have to be operating at a very high level, and if you're not continuing to operate at that level, you get burnt out, tired, or you're just not meeting expectations. It's pretty easy to cut you, right? You make a lot of money, and then if they're not getting a significant ROI on you, and then the company's not doing well in their business, they want to optimize cost, or funding is not coming in, and if you're not being that superhero they expect of you because of your high salary, you become an obvious cut, right? Since you have those expectations of working a lot more, then obviously your salary is really high, but then if you think about the hours, your hourly rate, it's definitely going down because you're putting in so many hours. So you can think about, sure, like at the end of the day, you're putting, you're working and getting paid a large salary, but if you do a calculation for your hourly rate, it's going to be way down because, I was working maybe average 50 to 60 hours a week. On a bad week, it could be like 60 to 70, maybe more. Also, I think another effect was, after like 6 months into the job, kind of the honeymoon phase wears off, and then I personally, for me, I began waking up like kind of dreading the day. Like I was like, oh man, it's Monday. How am I gonna get through these hours, right? And then it'll basically be like almost the majority of the week, like Monday to Friday. Okay, how am I gonna get through Tuesday? How am I gonna get through Wednesday? How am I gonna get Thursday? And then get to Friday, right? You're stoked, but you're tired. And then that also led to unhealthy habits because I was like, I need to blow off some steam. I need to escape from this work week. So I would go out, party a lot. And if you're going out a lot, then it kind of hurts your health because you're like ruining your body going out, staying out late, partying, right? And then it becomes a vicious cycle because ever since I've gotten laid off, like I've had less of an urge to party, go out. I just want to have a healthy routine, and there's nothing I need to escape from or just like blow off some steam because I'm not working and I'm not stressed out a lot. So, those are just some pros and cons of what I realized of really optimizing for a high paying salary. And these are just some things I need to think about when I begin to look for my next opportunity, right? Like, do I want to again optimize for a high salary? Comes with all these expectations, and well, obviously then you have a lot of disposable income. You can save and invest for the future, but at what price, right? And that's something I need to figure out for myself. Like, am I willing to go through that again, or do I want to preserve some of my mental bandwidth and mental health for a lower salary, and I have the bandwidth and I'm not exhausted, where I'm able to continue to make these videos on a consistent basis and do things I really enjoy, right? And it's not to say I can't find enjoyment in my 9 to 5, but I think I need to think through and optimize for different things going forward. So thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.